Hello and welcome to the unboxing of The Wizard's Tarot by Barbara Moore. And Barbara Moore is pretty famous in the world of tarot for her books and a lot of decks that she has collaborated on. So you're gonna experience this with me. So it comes in this nice box, right? It has the dragon here. It has this nice snap, right? And it has a book that is in full color, right? Love that. So it has each card in full color with the explanations and the spreads. So I picked this deck because I wanted something a little bit different. And let me show you the back. Okay, so it has the dragon with a crystal. Okay, so we're gonna go through each card by card. All right, we start with the Fool. It's kind of like in between modern and like that high fantasy art. So some of the cards are like more modern looking, some are more like fantasy-ish. This is the Magician. Put it down like this. I think it's better to hold it up. This is the High Priestess. So it does have the traditional, the black and white pillars of the Temple of Jerusalem. And it has the pomegranates on her robe. Other than that, you know, she looks very like fantasy novel sorceress, priestess. Right? Now, our dear Empress here is more of like a lady's home journal. You know, she's in her swanky cottage. You have the Emperor here. I love the colors, the vibrancy. You have that sense of, you know, solid power. You can see like the expression on his face. Okay, we have the Hierophant. So he does have the traditional papal crown, but he's kind of like teaching in this wizard school. Now, when I saw this in the book, I was like, wow, there's a lot going on here in this lover's deck. In the lover's card, rather, I'm sorry. So I guess this is the tree of life, this is the tree of knowledge of good and evil, but this is not like Adam and Eve. Like, they look like maybe like a lord and lady of two wizarding families, and he kind of has that wizard hermetic sort of look, and she kind of gives me that like natural magic witchy sort of look. So it's like the two sides of the craft here, like the more scientific ceremonial hermetic side and the more nature-based kitchen witch side represented by her. So it's like the two different paths of the craft in the lover's card. And the lover's card sometimes is about that choice we have to make. Okay, we have the Chariot with the dragons instead of horses. We have Strength. Again, there's a dragon instead of a lion. We have the Hermit, which is like the wandering wizard. Like that Gandalf motif. This kind of reminds me like a neutron, the one for the Wheel of Fortune. Or like the structure of an atom. Okay, Justice is different. Like there's no human here. There's no human figure. It's just the scales. The Hangman. Looks like a student that maybe he failed the exam. Death is interesting. Like it's like kind of like the Angel of Death kind of theme here with the wings of fire, and he's like dancing her out of this life into the next. Okay, then we have Temperance, very classy lady. The Devil, maybe tempting them to learn some forbidden knowledge that maybe they're not supposed to know at this level. Or maybe it's forbidden. The Tower is interesting. It's like It's not the tower by itself. Usually like it's like part of the castle here that's getting struck by the lightning. I really like the star card here. It has that pelican too, which is kind of, I don't know if that's like in the Golden Dawn version. I don't think it's Rider Waite. The moon is interesting, like the crab or the, I guess it's like a crab, is humongous. Usually it's small and the wolf and the dog are larger. The sun is interesting. It's not a child. It's an adult woman. They're like a golden field. Judgment is definitely different. It's not like the usual Christian motif of the Archangel Gabriel ringing the horn of the last trumpet. Sorry, my finger got in the way for a second. The world, and we have the elementals rather than the beasts of the four evangelists or the four living creatures that are more biblical. This is more, I guess, more on the magical polytheistic side. So you have the hummingbird. I guess that's water because of nectar. We have the sylph, the air fairy, the gnome, and we have the salamander. The ace of wands. The ace of cups kind of has the symbol of the moon goddess, and the pentagram and the lotus. The ace of swords. The Ace of Pentacles are interesting because it has all the elements plus ether or spirit. We have the Two of Wands. It's like he's waiting for the ships to come in the harbor. Now, I kind of linked this one to Lovers. Like, they look like younger versions of the couple in the Lovers. So maybe this is them when they first met, when they had that first spark of romance between them. And then they became the lovers later on. Like maybe they met in school here. In college, university. That's Two of Swords. Which is blindfolded. That's like usually traditional. And we got the Two of Pentacles, which is all about the balance. Right? I like, she's meditating. And we got the Three of Wands. Here. Looks like he's doing some kind of experiment. And then we have the Three of Cups. It's usually, the party card, the gathering, and we have the symbol of the moon goddess again. We got the Three of Swords, which is traditionally sorrow or some kind of loss. It looks like an abandoned place. We got the Three of Pentacles, which it looks like, the wizard is teaching the students magic. Like an apprenticeship. We got the Four of Wands. Okay, looks like he's summoning the sorceress here. We got the Four of Cups. Like he's not been doing it. You see the cobwebs have gathered, like he's just been sitting in inactivity. And then I have the Four of Swords. This kind of gives me like a Sleeping Beauty motif. Now, the Four of Pentacles is interesting, which is usually associated with greed, right? Or miserliness. You see how everything is like locked behind this gilded, like, mansion here. Like, the person doesn't want to share their riches with anyone. The Five of Wands, it looks like a competition between sorcerers and magicians of different elements. The Five of Cups, right? Just crying over the cups it spilled, but you always notice there's one still there. The Five of Swords. Ooh, this is really sinister. Look, like he tied up the guy, the girl. She's either dead or unconscious, and he's taking all the swords away. The Five of Pentacles. Usually it's like, some kind of economic difficulty, like being left out in the cold. So the witch there. She's like in this wintry landscape. The Six of Wands is victory, so it looks like this wizard like demonstrated something, and everyone's celebrating his victory. The Six, it's like that childhood innocence. It looks like a mother and child, Like maybe she's teaching him the craft. The Six of Swords is escape. So this kind of looks like, is it a family trying to escape the city here on a bike? The Six of Pentacles. I don't know, this is giving like the sexy librarian vibe, sort of. We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords. This was like some kind of theft. We have the Seven of Pentacles. She's studying, or she's maybe experimenting. The Eight of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups, like the departure. We have the Eight of Swords, which is like, you know, that feeling of being trapped. We have the Eight of Pentacles. It's like work. Now the Nine is interesting. They almost look like wraiths behind him. The Nine of Cups, he looks very satisfied here, like he accomplished his. This is usually like the wish fulfillment, the successful business kind of card. The Nine of Swords. This is interesting, like the nightmares. It's like she's kind of trapped inside her nightmare. Nine of Pentacles, that comfort and wealth. The Ten of Wands, that's like that burden, oppression kind of feeling. The Ten of Cups, usually it's like shows a family with the rainbow, like, you know, they're happy. The Ten of Swords, you know, not a birthday party, you know, usually you see that, you're like, oi, no. The Ten of Pentacles, always like, you know, the family, the ancestral line. It's not so much in shape of the Kabbalah Tree of Life here, but it is on a tree. Okay, now the pages, they have both male and female pages here. So the Page of Wands is male, is a young man, right? The messenger. The Page of Cups, her magical water. Now the Page of Swords is interesting. He does not look like the type you want to bring home to your mama. You know, he looks a little roguish, a little rakish there. The Page of Pentacles, right? Which is all like in harmony with the earth. I like the Knight of Wands. She kind of reminds me of like a Dungeons and Dragons character. Like she's a paladin and she's off on a quest here in the desert to recover some ancient artifacts. And then the Knight of Cups, you know, he's on a quest, you know, maybe for the Holy Grail there, and he's wading through these treacherous waters. We have the the Knight of Swords, like she's springing into action. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, you know, slow and steady wins the race. The reliable, dependable, the solid knight. I love this Queen of Wands with the sunflower and the cat. Definitely giving us the witch vibe. Queen of Cups, it's like, I like the fact that she's like half submerged. You get this very like subconscious, kind of dreamy sort of feeling to her. Now the Queen of Swords is also a bruja, also a witch, but different. Like she got the Owl of Athena there. She's a little bit more serious. Like she's been through some things in life, but she still has that, you know, she got the wisdom out of it. And the queens all have like animals. Maybe that's their familiars. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles here in the garden with the rabbits. It's traditional. Usually she's with the rabbit. We have the King of Wands. He has a shield. Very elegant. Now the Lord of the Manor. And we have the King of Cups. Again, he's like slightly, his feet are underwater a little bit. Very like stormy landscape where the queen has got that calm kind of almost maybe like a freshwater lake. This is definitely either a large lake or the ocean. But it's like the waves. Okay, we got the King of Swords. Mr. Brooding here. It looks like you don't want to mess with him. He looks like he's serious. Like he means business. I love this King of Pentacles. This is a card usually represents me. Like he is serious, but he has that smile, that joviality. So that's the Wizard's Tarot, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed seeing the cards. And you'll probably be seeing more of them because I feel like I'm going to be using them a lot for myself, for clients or videos. And I hope like this helped get you a sense of the deck. So if you want to purchase it, here it is. Until next time, blessings.